Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grande and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market, you get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, we're closing on 2016, and we're looking forward to President-elect Trump, his administration, and his prosperous economy. And what a great time to invest. I have not been this excited about the stock market in years. He's going to straighten out the economy, and the market's going to be terrific. This past year, I informed Phil's gang that the big winner was going to be mining stocks, gold mining stocks, and were we right? Some gang members gained as much as 50, 60, 70%. That's right. What an exciting year this has been for gold mining. So stay tuned, because this year we think it's going to be oil. Join the gang, philsgang.com. Just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market, the Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart as low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. they pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated, but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money is coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
It's very clear the Democrats learned nothing from the election. And not just the defeat of Clinton, but the fact that there are now more Republican state legislators than any time in the history of the Republican Party since 1854. The fact that there are 35 Republican governors, that there are 25 states in which the legislature and the governor are Republican. The fact that we've kept the Senate, we've kept the House. None of that seems to be sinking in. And what you're getting is an increasingly strident left-wing party whose primary battle cry is anti-Trump.
Well, no, but I think you guys should stop talking down America, because this economy, as Robert was saying, is the envy of the world, and you need to tap into that.
It might be the envy of the world, but most people haven't seen their wages move in 20 years.
That's right. And the Democrats just don't get it, man. They don't want to admit it. That, hey, 8 years, and we've gone nowhere. 8 years. Wages, nowhere. How can you, for 8 years, not have wages increase, have an economy that stayed below a growth rate of 2%, should be at 4%? Isn't that ridiculous? Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Hey, it's holiday season, and let me tell you, you're going to get hit. Oh, you're going to get hit. How many times do you go to a store, and the first thing they say to you, oh, by the way, do you have a credit card, store credit card? Do you have a credit card? I mean, there's not one national retail store you can go without being asked by the person at the register if you carry the store's credit card. Now, if you answer no, the salesperson will encourage you, hey, open up an account. You're going to save 15% on this purchase. You're going to hear that all through the Christmas season. We're going to talk about this scam. What a scam it is, and how many people they just get killed with this scam. The amount of money these credit cards charge for interest, it should be illegal. Illegal. Oh, and by the way, a lot of you are trying to when you have your credit card and you think you're going to get cash on your credit card, go shopping. Don't do that. I know you think that your credit card, as long as you pay it back in 30 days, you'll be fine. No. There's an exception. If you take cash out of your credit card, you don't get that 30 days. They start immediately charging you 25% interest, most of the credit cards. So all of a sudden you get a bill. So wait a minute, I paid it back. I paid it back. Wait a minute, it's 30 days, supposed to get interest free. No, not when it comes to pulling cash off a credit card. We're going to talk a lot about that. But first, listen to this. This is amazing to me. What is it that these guys don't get? These liberals don't get. Trump He had every right to try to save money for us. See, the liberals think that it's not our money. It's their money. It's the government's money, their money. So they don't care how much money they waste because they don't believe it's our money. It's amazing. Listen to this guy here, John Hoeing. You always see him on Bulls and Bears on a Saturday. He looks like a little mouse.
And I think kind of randomly tweeting at companies that aren't adhering to your spending plans.
Wait. Get this. He's all upset because Trump sent out his tweet to the president of Boeing. Tweet to Boeing.
And I think kind of randomly tweeting at companies that aren't adhering to your spending plans is the way to address that. And what I fear is that President-elect Trump is using these companies as essentially political props, going out and saying, see, I'm going to be tough on spending, and playing with people's real money and real lives when he's bouncing around in these stocks. This to me was asking these companies to come and grovel at his feet, and because he's a seat at the table in the U.S. economy right now.
Wait a minute. This is our money. Are you nuts? Listen, it's justified calling Boeing out on the carpet, and especially the Department of Defense, who for 20 years, the Defense Department has never passed one audit. Not one audit. Do you know that the Department of Defense is the only agency in the government who does not produce an audible financial statement? That's correct. They do not produce an audible financial statement. That's crazy. And they have huge cost overruns, especially on building the two identical Air Force One 747 jets. And by the way, the jet, you know that how big this thing is? The tail is 9 stories high. And so are the overruns. The bill's 9 stories high. We're getting ripped off big time. Oh, and why is there 2 jets? Here's why. They build them identical. Because one jet is a backup aircraft, which is always within 30-minute trip away from the other aircraft in case there's a problem. So if the primary plane is a problem, then the second one sits there and it flies in its place. I knew about, it has to be like 20 years ago now. I actually knew the guy that was in charge of all that. He moved all the planes. He set the schedule. It was amazing. You sit there and listen to him. I could listen to him for hours. It was an amazing experience how he explained how they had to get all the security and get all the planes and the backup limousines. I mean, there's a limousine for a limousine. I mean, it's the cost is ridiculous. It's unbelievable. But let's get back to the subject. That's for another day. So, I don't understand it. I think Trump, he's going to put an end to this criminal enterprise because the Pentagon and the Defense Department is a criminal enterprise. It has a budget of $500 billion a year. That's our money. Think about it, $500 billion. So let's put that in perspective, the $500 billion. That's more than the gross domestic products of countries like Austria, Norway, Belgium, and 180 other countries. That's huge. Not knowing where this money is? This is not just lawlessness. It's nuts. It's nuts. And to remember this is what really gets me. To remember when we were duped by the president. Remember about this?
Joe will keep an eye on how precious tax dollars are being spent. To you, he's Mr. Vice President, but around the White House, we call him the sheriff. Because if you're misusing taxpayer money, you'll have to answer to him.
What a lie. Just like we could keep our doctor. We could keep our insurance. What a lie. He duped us. Joe Biden didn't do anything. Didn't do anything because he doesn't want to disturb the system. Obama put that out just to pacify us. This is unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. So, hopefully that Trump will get in there and he'll just straighten this mess out because that's what we need. We really do. And you think about it. How did Obama think that those in charge could possibly make informed budget decisions in an environment where accurate financial data does not exist? How do you run a business? See, this is the problem putting a guy in charge of the biggest corporation in the world, the United States, who All he did was go to neighborhoods and plan parties. That was his whole experience. I mean, think about it. He doesn't even know what a budget is, for God's sakes. He has no clue what that means, a budget. I think Obama sits there and he looks at all the checks. He goes over the Treasury, see how many checks do we have? We just keep writing them out until the checks are gone. But it's not funny. I mean, just think all this wasted money in this whole operation. The Pentagon, Defense Department, no budget. I mean, they have a budget, but nobody really oversee it. This is really criminal stuff. So you can be assured that Trump will not assign a jackass and a buffoon like Joe Biden to handle this. And then maybe we can start saving some money instead of spending it all. We'll be right back. 15 past the hour here on Phil's Game. We'll take a look at some stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
From all of us at Phil's Gang, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a prosperous New Year.
Phil Grande is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grande has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, if you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grande and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Best 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Best is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, we're closing on 2016, and we're looking forward to President-elect Trump, his administration, and his prosperous economy. And what a great time to invest. I have not been this excited about the stock market in years. He's going to straighten out the economy, and the market's going to be terrific. This past year, I informed Phil's Gang that the big winner was going to be mining stocks, gold mining stocks. And were we right? Some gang members gained as much as 50, 60, 70%. That's right. What an exciting year this has been for gold mining. So stay tuned, because this year we think it's going to be oil. Join the gang, philsgang.com. Just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You're probably familiar with a pillow commercial that's everywhere. It's on TV. Don't worry, get the pillows, this new pillow that's out. You know what? You don't need a pillow good night's sleep. You want to make sure your investments are safe. That's where you get the good night's sleep. And that's what you get here at Phil's Gang with our technology. It's built in to show you when your stock is ready to fail, when your stock is ready to rally. That's right, it follows the money. You don't need a pillow. You need Phil's Gang. That's how you get a good night's sleep. You'll always know well in advance if the market's going to collapse or your stock. Join my gang, philsgang.com. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. This is Christmas week. The stock market still hasn't hit 20,000. It'll probably hit it tomorrow. The volume's very light. Christmas week, a lot of the big players leave Wall Street. They go to Aspen. They go to Martha's Vineyard. They go all over the world. So you don't have a lot of the players on the floor. But I would think they're going to hit 20,000. To me, that means nothing. What's 20,000? It just doesn't mean anything. You know, it used to, because it used to be where stocks, the stock market, the price would be a reward for good profits, for good earnings, for good management, where management came in and really managed the company, made sure they had good cash flow, made sure the margin, meaning so important, even your small business, so important. Keep your margin. You heard me say this before. If you sell hats at $10 and they cost you $5, that's a margin. You got to keep that margin. And you got to look and check out everybody who sells hats, okay, what is the margin? And you got to beat that. You got to make sure you go out and you buy those hats really cheap. That's margin. See, that's the way it used to be. And then you keep your expenses low. Then you deduct all your expenses. So if you had a $10 hat sold for $5, you got $5. Now you deduct all your expenses, and you had to manage those expenses tight, because that would be your bottom line after you subtract those. And then your stock would go up. So you'd be rewarded by all this work. Today, there's no reward for work. This administration, since 2008, has taken the reward away. They're making it easy. They're saying, look, who cares about profits anymore? As long as we can continue to buy our own stocks, meaning as long as companies, if you have 1 million shares, just pretend you got 1 million shares and it's out there in the float that people trade it, buy and sell it. So the company's going to buy 500,000 back. That way, there's only 500,000. So that means they don't have to increase their revenues, their sales, top-line sales. They don't have to worry about margins. They don't have to make any profits. They can get that stock to go up even higher. Why? Well, guess what? Because they only have 500,000 shares in which they spread their profits over. So you're spreading, instead of your profits over 1 million shares, or your earnings, you're spreading it over 500,000, which means your earnings go up much higher on 500,000 than 1 million. So it's like magic. But it's not. It's a crime. It used to be a crime until they passed a law called 10b-1. Before they passed the law, it was a crime to do this. And you can see why it's a crime to do it. Because all you do is keep reducing the amount of shares you have. You don't have to work. You don't have to make any profits. You don't have to do anything. And just keep putting on, just spreading those profits you do have over those less shares, and look at bang, your earnings go up. Your earnings go up. So your stock price goes up. And they've been doing this 8 years. Doing this for 8 years, creating one of the biggest bubbles in the world. Biggest bubbles in history. But that's okay. You see, that's all right. You don't say, well, gee, I'm not going to get in the market because it's crooked. No. You want to get in the market if you have a comfort level to know when to get out. That is the most important thing about a stock market today. It's not about the fundamentals of the company. What do you care about the fundamentals of the company? The fundamentals of the that means nothing. The fundamentals mean nothing anymore. Who cares what a company does? I mean, why? I mean, it does not matter. So it's all used to be about earnings growth. Always earnings growth. Those days are gone now. So today, all you want to know is if the money is going in, is the money going out. You don't need to know what the market cap is of the company. But I remember you used to have to really go in and understand the return on assets and return on equity, because that's the way you used to manage, or you would judge how well the management of the company is doing. What are the returns they're getting in their assets? What's the return they're getting on equity? And another thing you used to watch before you bought a stock is what they call free cash flow. The amount of cash they had to either pay down debt or to expand. Those two things were the most important thing, besides the margin. But no more. Those things are all gone. Doesn't matter anymore. As long as they can go to the Federal Reserve, which the Federal Reserve will take the money, print it, and give it to these companies to buy their own shares, reduce the amount of shares out there, they artificially spike up the earnings per share, which spikes up the stock. But that's a wonderful thing. Think about it. All you got to know now is, when do I get out? Give you a good example, Walmart. Now I'm going to put Walmart up. Just go to my site, philsgang.com. If you have a mobile device, you can see this. If not, you can go to the archives tonight, and I'll prove my point. Walmart. Now, let's take a look at this. I'm going to bring it back for 6 months. So if you're watching this, you can see it. So what happens? So all of a sudden, the stock, money was pouring out. Then all of a sudden, Walmart, the money started to pour in. See, that's all you needed to know on Walmart. When was the money coming in? Well, you could see when the money was coming in. It was around October 26th. On October 26th, all the institutions, Vanguard and T. Rowe Price and New York Mellon, see, and they all, believe me, they all follow each other. They all get on the phone, they fax each other, and they all buy the same stock at the same time. So the stock went from October 26th, from $69, it went up, and all of a sudden, guess what? On December 20th, it went red, told us to get out. So it went up 4%. See, and as I always tell you, it's not important. That's not the important part. Anybody can make money in a stock going up. The important part to being an investor is when to get out. You've been relying on these planners, these managers to get you out, and they never get you out because it's not to their best benefit to get you out, because they get paid on the size of the fund, not on how much return they get for you. So the stock, think of this, Walmart, after it's going up 4%, it dropped over 28%. Dropped 28%. But see, if you were a gang member, that would never happen to you. Because with the technology I designed, we would have got out of that stock 2 days earlier than when it dropped. Think about that. So here we are Thursday, had this big drop Thursday. It started to turn red on Tuesday. On Tuesday, you would have got the warning. Who else would do that for you? Who else has a technology that does that for you? See, and that's the key now. The key is let them rig this market. Let them push stocks up through stock buybacks. All you got to know is, if you got that comfort level and say, all I know is being a member of Phil's gang, I never have to worry again about, am I getting out in time? Because you always will. Join my gang, Phil's gang. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG, and get a good night's sleep.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
From all of us at Phil's Gang, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a prosperous New Year.
Phil Grande is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grande has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, if you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grande and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grande has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grande is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grande has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grande and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que San Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. It is Christmas week. The market now is down 44 points. It's failed to get above 20,000. They'll try it again. Well, they'll be trying it right up to New Year's, okay, is what they're going to do. Because here's the problem. The market is not going to sell off violently because you got too many people that are jumping back into the market. So every time the market pulls back, the people who missed the rally are saying, I got to get in, I got to get in. Especially the hedge fund managers, because they got to make sure they get all their money put to work by the end of the year. So we're not going to see a lot of volatility until we get past the inauguration, which means it's going to be a great time to buy some stocks. But remember, it's always a great time to buy some stocks if you know when to get out. It's all about that. When do I get out? When do I take my profits? And if you got to depend on somebody to tell you that, then don't get into the stock market. Are you nuts? You're going to depend on a stranger to tell you when to get out. And when you call him, how many times do they tell you, oh, stay in, and they give you another stock? You know that. It's ridiculous. That's why join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Join it. Try it for a month. It's only $39.95. That's all. And see, I'm telling you, our system works. And if you can go to bed at night knowing that you never have to worry again about, am I going to get out in time? That's the key. That's the key to the puzzle right there. That's why so many people left the market after they got killed with the dot-com, after they got killed with the financial and housing con. Now we're in the biggest con of all, QE. But now, with the technology that I developed, if you don't think it works, you'll know in 4 weeks. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Okay, let's get to this, because I'm losing time here. I want to get on to the credit card, and I got a whole bunch of stuff to do. But here's what really gets me. This week here, here's what we learned, right? It's amazing. Listen to these people.
When you look at the U.S. economy, I think we've shown that we've reached a level of strength that's quite real and sustainable.
No, it's not.
After years of a slow economic recovery, you are entering the strongest job market.
Not true.
There are also indications that wage growth is picking up.
No, not true. Now you got Juan Williams. Now Juan Williams is on, this guy is so bad. Juan Williams was on Maria Bartiromo's show today. Listen to, this guy just doesn't get it.
What? No, but I think you guys should stop talking down America, because this economy, as Robert was saying, is the envy of the world.
Really? The envy of the world? No, it's not. I don't think so. Especially when Bush and Obama, instead of creating good, meaningful, high-paying jobs so that people could save, people could invest and grow the economy, they took the easy way out. They introduced an economic plan of easy credit and easy terms. That's right. It was too easy for them. It was too much work to create full-time jobs. Any dope can create a job, but it takes smarts to create a good full-time job, high-paying job. And they're both lazy. So they came up with a scheme of, hey, let's get easy credit and give everybody easy terms. How simple is that? Instead of trying to work on good wages. And when they did that, both in housing, which and of course now Obama in student loans and auto loans, that was their deal. Easy credit. Let's just give them credit. Never mind, they don't have enough wages. We'll make up the difference with giving easy credit. That became the wrecking ball to the economy. So Juan says, oh, this is the strongest economy in the world, so everybody envies it. No, they don't. They don't envy this economy. First, we just got a durable goods report today. It identifies the strength of durable goods is all the sale of the biggest items. And what they do is they take and they measure, they go to 4,000 manufacturers, and they ask how many new orders you got. Well, guess what? They plunged. The orders have plunged. And the reason why durable goods is so important, because durable goods shows you the strength of the economy going forward based on the orders that are coming in for 4,000 manufacturers. And it talks about the job market. No, terrible, terrible. So it's not true, Juan. It's just not true. And if you look at your productivity, labor productivity, it's down. Telling you the wages suck, and they've been down for 10 years. So what are you talking about? If it's as good as we were told it is, then we would have 5 rate hikes in the last 8 years, not 2, for God's sakes. That is nuts. We would not have the fewest number of Americans participating in our labor market, which we do, the fewest number ever, giving us the lowest labor participation rate in 10 years. If the labor was so strong, Juan, then why has wages been stagnant for a 10-year low? Why is it our 3 highest paying industries, construction, mining, manufacturing, have an unemployment rate of 14%? And why is it the factory orders are 10-year low if things are so good? And why is it that the day Obama became president, 1 in 5 jobs were actually high-paying factory jobs? But today, guess what? As he leaves, thank God he's leaving, don't let the door slam you in the butt, 1 in 12. That's right, just 1 in 12 are good-paying jobs. It was 1 in 5. When that idiot Bush ended, This guy 1 in 12. God, Bush and Obama, what a pair. Bush is a closet liberal, and Obama is a closet radical Muslim. Give me a break. And if the labor market was so strong as Aunt B claims, and wages are increasing, then why is it 40% of the student loans are default? Why is it the subprime auto loans, a record 28% increase in delinquencies? Why is it the credit card delinquencies are the highest we've seen since 2012? And if wages are so good, then why is it home ownership is at a 30-year low? Oh, everybody wants to rent, I guess. What are you, nuts? Are you kidding? The auto industry is falling apart, for God's sakes. Falling apart. And the auto industry, remember, the way the auto industry goes, the way the economy goes. It's always been that way. And remember this, that the labor market was that strong, then why is it that the auto industry paying $70 an hour is closing plants and laying people off? And by the way, don't forget, auto industry contributes 40% to our manufacturing. It's already been devastated. These are $70 an hour jobs because auto industry sucks. Replacing low wages with easy credit and terms that's destroyed our country. And that's what Bush did, and that's what Obama did. This is crazy. Under Bush, we lost $8 trillion in home equity. When it all came down to it, and the home market, and the home sales and everything stopped, and we had the crash, $8 trillion was wiped out of home equity. Boy, that didn't work out too good, was it? He should have been working on jobs, not easy credit. 12 million homes were foreclosed on. 9 million families moved from home ownership to rental. Oh, things are good, Juan. All Obama did was take a page from Bush's playbook, and he said, "I'll apply the same thing to GM." Because when he bought GM, he knew. All he did, remember, he made you and I bail out GM so he could get elected as president, because what he needed was he needed the unions behind him to get elected the first time around. So he bought GM. You and I bought GM. You and I bought GM. Now, guess what? It's starting to fall apart. Because you can't keep on giving to people. Can't keep saying, look, what we'll do is put them in cars. We don't care if your credit is 500 score, 600 score. We'll put you in. We'll stretch the payments for 7 years. No payment down. Don't worry about a payment down. We'll give you 7 years, and we'll give you easy credit, easy terms. Those days are showing up again. There's a problem. Just like it was a problem with the subprime housing loans. Look, Bush underpinned his economy with easy credit and easy terms in housing. Obama used auto and student loans. You know, our whole economy is all about autos and student loans. People don't realize that. That's the base to our economy. And it's all subprime loans, whether it's student or whether it's auto. People don't realize that. No, Juan, our economy is not the envy of the world because its underpin is no longer relying on small business and entrepreneurs. No longer dependent on high wages, increased savings, increased investment. No, Juan, you're an idiot. You are just a dope. You're a dope. Instead, our country depends now on replacing high-wage jobs with easy credit and easy terms. What an idiot. We'll be back after this break. Join my gang, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG. Call now.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grande and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Best 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Best is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is as low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Open Line Friday. Don't forget, every Friday, here's the number, 855-745-7445. Use that number to participate in my radio show where I can give you information on your stock. Don't forget, that's every Friday, Open Line Friday. That's here on philsgang.com, every Friday.
Don't miss it. Tune in and call Phil with your stock questions on Open Line Fridays. Left-wing, right-wing, libertarians, independents. We may not all agree on politics, but we all agree that we need to plan for retirement. At philsgang.com, we prepare you and educate you on how to invest in the stock market so you can secure your retirement and live comfortably. Call Phil's Gang today, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG. I will never promise you I'm going to make you rich, but I will promise you you'll get a good night's sleep. Because I will promise you, when you're in a stock, you're going to know when it's going to start dropping again, when they're taking their money out. That's all you need to know. Take FedEx. FedEx is a great example. FedEx. If you look at FedEx, that was right. FedEx was around October 31st. It turned from red to green. Beautiful. It was around $174, and then it went up, and it started to turn red. It started to turn red on December 7th. That was a 12% gain. But here's what's beautiful. That's not the important part. Any dope could do that. But to get out in time, show me somebody who'll get you out in time. I'm the only one that has a technology that'll get you out in time. And there it is. So join the gang for 4 weeks. Only $39.95. And you'll be able to have that confidence. You'll say, the reason why I joined Phil's gang, why I like joining his gang, for many reasons, but I like the fact I never have to worry again. Is that stock I'm in, is it going to drop? And I don't know it's going to drop. No. You look at FedEx. Look at FedEx. It turned red and went up 1, 2, 3, 4. It kept going up for 7 days after it turned red. It kept going up for 7 days, going up. It went up from about 194 up to 201, but it was red. So you got jerks like Jim Cramer telling people to get in. No. What a beautiful thing. So we were out. And that's all you want to be, is that you want to keep those profits. It's all about keeping, retaining the profits. That's what it's about. All right, I want to go over some things with you because everybody's using their credit card. And I want to explain something. The first thing you better learn about these credit card stores, these stores, and by the way, tomorrow we're going to talk about 401ks. There's so many suits going on with 401ks. It's incredible now. I don't know how anybody could be in a 401k, but let's finish this up. Watch out for the restore credit cards, the retail store credit cards. They will screw you, okay, big time. They tell you, oh, why don't you get my credit card here? So you don't have one here, take it. You're going to save 15% on this purchase. Well, here's what they don't tell you. You don't save 15% on that purchase. You save it on the next statement. You don't even get that discount most of the time. Now, when the average rate for retail store credit cards are 23%, that is more than twice the national average of a low interest rate card at 10.37. And it's 8 percentage points higher than the national average for all credit cards at 15%. What are you, nuts? This is crazy. They get you on, and here's the other thing they do to you, where they get people. Hey, guess what? We got a program. Buy a whole living room set and dining room set. Hey, we'll throw in a bathroom set. Hey, even a kid's room. Get it today. Come on down. No interest. 0 down, no interest, no payments for a whole year. Come on down. Hell, we even give a rocket to dad. Come on down. Boy, and people jump down there, no interest. Oh, wow. You mean I don't have to pay anything for a whole year? No. You know why they do that? Is you think these people are kind? You think these people are wonderful people? They want to help humanity. They want to help you get a living room set. You really think they want you to have a room? They care if you got a dining room set. Are you kidding? These parasites could care less. They're not in the furniture business. They're in the finance business. And here's how. They know the contract says you got to pay off. Let's say it was $14,000. You got to pay that $14,000 off in 1 year. If you do, you're fine. But here's what they know through all the studies. They know that 82.3% never pay it off. They fail to complete the contract. Not only do you get paid, now you start paying a 25% interest rate. Guess what? That whole year, they go back and claw that back. You got to pay the 25% on that too. It's a scam. Just like the 401k is a scam. They tell you, oh, we're going to match. Yeah, the employer's going to match what you put in. Oh, really? But they don't tell you after 6 years you get it. Why after 6 years? Because they did a study and they found out only 12% of the employees in this country stay with the same company for 6 years. Just a scam. Watch out for these retail stores. And you don't think interest means much? Are you kidding me? Look, let's say you have $2,500. Let's just do realistic. Let's say you got a $15,000 balance. And your interest is 10%. The monthly payment is $125. But what if it's 18%? It's $225. What are most of them? 22%. It's $275. $275. Are you kidding me? How are you ever going to pay it off? You're not. You're not going to pay it off. It's crazy. These interest rates are nuts. A shopper who goes to a store, uses credit card to charge $805. Let's say for some holiday gift this season. And who has a minimum monthly payment of $25. Okay? And so 25, let's say you have a monthly payment of $25, more or less. So in the long run, the shopper who uses that traditional card, he's fine, right? But Walmart, their interest rate is 22.9%. that would cost $140 more in interest. $140 than the first guy. Are you kidding me? This is nuts. This interest rate's going to kill you. It's going to kill you. And also, never use your credit card for cash. Never. Because if you could afford to pay back that cash that you took out right away, okay, most banks, they'll tell you, okay, you got 30 days free. You don't have to pay anything for 30 days. And you don't have to pay any interest. That doesn't count when you pull out cash. When you pull out cash, you're immediately paying 20-25% interest. Isn't that nuts? That's crazy. So when you make a purchase, you have a 30-day grace period. So before the interest is attached to the amount, right? But when you take the cash out, using your credit card, the interest starts running from the moment that leaves that machine. So please don't do that. Do not do that. Do not take cash out on your credit card. You got to be out of your mind. So that's the bad things with these credit cards. These are these store credit cards. And again, it all goes back to Bush and Obama. Instead of saying this economy, we got to fix it. And how do you fix it? The solution was small businesses and entrepreneurs. We could have been creating millions of jobs in the last 8 years. Oh, no. Matter of fact, let's go back 16 years. No. In the last 16 years, they weren't interested in creating jobs. It was too hard. They thought this scam was the ticket. This was the ticket. And then they said, okay, we're going to give everybody easy credit, easy payments, and here's what we're going to do for the rich guy. For the guy who has 68% of his income comes from the stock market, we're going to take care of him. We're going to get the Fed to print all this money. And we're going to take this money and we're going to plug it into the stock market. So to push the stocks up so they don't have to worry about companies making profits to push the stock up. We're also going to print more money and give it to the companies to buy their own shares. So there's two games going on. In the last 16 years, this was the game. This was the con. To take the rich, print money for them so that their stock could go up without worrying about the company making any profits or any top-line sales. Don't even have to make a sale. Can you imagine? Imagine waking up in the morning, you're a small business, and you go in and you don't have to make any sales, any profits, and you see your stock going up every day. Isn't that amazing? This is nuts. But that's what they did. And that's what destroyed this country for 16 years. So it's going to take time to get this country back. So don't be disappointed in 6 months if Trump has not turned this country around for what was damaged. You got to think, this was a damage of 16 years. 16 years. Obama and Bush both took a wrecking ball to this country. You got to remember that, to this economy. You got to remember that. And I'm going to talk more about these 401ks, the lawsuits. Starwood hotel chain is just got nailed. They're getting litigated because why? Over a 6-year period, they charged in hidden fees over $20 million in hidden fees. And that's what I always tell you. Watch these 401ks, they'll nail you. And Steve, happy birthday. We'll see you on the chart. Join my gang right now, 877-600-GANG.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You're probably